I really enjoy being able to sell off Pokemon because I feel like it kind of closes a circle of the economics that was like left open. Um, where you go buy the balls, you catch them on, you train them on, and then your hard work is kind of validated by the sale of the mon. You know, even if it's some scumbag in Team Rocket, you're getting a little bit of that hard work back in compensation. Um, I dig that. I just kind of wish there was like a less human trafficking means of like, I don't know. Like I like in Sword and Shield, one of the very few things I'm gonna say I enjoy out of Sword and Shield was the job system. How you could just like you catch dudes, you send them on fucking jobs, and they sometimes come back with money. You know, that was cool. I like that. But then that arises like this kind of really weird conversation you have to have of like, okay, well, if you're gonna force a Pokemon to work a fucking 9 to 5 job, what scale of autonomy do they actually have, and why are they working? Like, why are they coming back to you? You know, like, what's the vibe here? Are these sentient creatures we've enslaved? Are they animals that just so like happen to be able to work? Are they second class citizens that don't have the same right? You know, like it gets kind of weird. Gets a bit iffy. Oh, how much do you want? Yeah, yeah, you take that money. We also have a bit of an Occam Razor dilemma here. As you can see by like my shoving sets of 5 Pokemon into his face for loads of money. I tried stuffing one guy or one Pokemon with a bunch of vitamins, like almost $100,000 worth of vitamins to sell to him to see if that made a difference, and it didn't. There really isn't a whole lot of incentive for the players to like try and train up these guys to get more money. Uh, I can literally just catch a bunch of Nidorino, evolve them with the Moonstones that are now available in Celadon, and then sell them off for a huge payoff. Which again kind of makes the whole process of money. Yeah, we'll sell this thing. Fuck it. The whole issue of money just kind of becomes moot at this point, you know. Yeah, that would go. Yeah. Now, DVs are affected by your stat experience, right? Am I remembering how that works properly? So theoretically, that should, if you've maxed out the DVs of a mon, uh, warrant a higher payoff. Um, I was wondering, like, is it weighted in any way? Like, is it just an even split of this much DVs, this much level, this much catch rate, or is it like weighted? You know, where catch rate has a higher uh, effector of the payout than DVs. They cannot be changed. Wait a minute. So what am I thinking of? I thought DVs were the ones that did change. I thought IVs were. Oh no, DVs are the fucking okay. So it really doesn't matter then. Shit. Okay. What was I thinking of? EVs? Effort value? Like it's not effort value, it's stat experience. But I thought I had a V thing. Yeah, all yours, man. You have it. Yeah, fuck it. I feel like I'll buy more stones. Yeah, I thought there was another thing. There is a value I'm forgetting where the stat experience equates to a stat point change, right? Except it's really fucking weird because the math is like, fuck, it's doing something with integers. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, that recoups some losses there. 2,800,000. Jesus. 280,000. Words, numbers, whatever. Alright, so we need a couple more Master Bowls. We should probably just sink all this into Master Bowls by 5. That'll be $250,000. Yeah, that's what it is. That just so I don't give myself an excuse. Oh. Well, fine. I guess I had an out anyway. Something kind of neat. I never realized the XP all gives an additional experience to the party. Okay, what was I gonna go now? Get Articuno and Zapdos, I guess. Well, actually, how many more we got in here? Yeah, let's just throw them all out. I think I'm gonna keep that Pinscher and maybe that Hitmonchan. I don't know. What is Spin? Spin's just failure. We don't need it. We don't need Spin. I don't know what Barst was. Brack, yeah. Fuck Marowaks. Oh wait, no, this oh, an Arbok. I don't know, I think I'll keep the Arbok actually. I always liked Arbok. Would it be possible to switch at the stat experience to affect the payoff instead of DVs? Like, I feel like catch rate and DV is largely synonymous. Because if a Pokemon has a pretty high catch rate or a pretty fucky catch rate, it's gonna have, well, gonna have decent stats too. You know, actually incentivize training of the Mons rather than just, you know, immediately selling them. Okay, so Chandan. Yeah, this was the first one we got, so this one can go. Yeah, that is true. I was just thinking here. Ugh. What has the best emotional payout? Selling off your best friend or selling off someone you just met, you know? No, we're not. Like, like Ducks. Every time I look at Ducks, he seems to be like, he seems to offer more of a fucking reward. But we're not getting rid of Ducks. Ducks is my favorite. I never realized like what a fucking boon that traded Farfetch'd is. Like it evolves really fucking fast. It's got a great move pool. It can be an HM user, and it's like the HMs are really good. Yeah, please get rid of this fucking Marowak. I don't want it. Now, okay, here we go. What about shiny? Like, if you sell this man a shiny Pokemon, it should be like 5 times the fucking value. Absolutely asinine thing to do. But, you know. Okay, so these 3 we're just gonna move. Okay. And that's it for box 12. Right? I tell you, every once in a while the sleep deprivation kicks in and I have a decent idea. Or the sleep paralysis demon will tell me to say something. What the fuck was BLT? Oh, it was just a fucking Snorlax. Don't really need that. Don't need this. Now we're just kind of cleaning. We're cleaning house. Oh yeah, I was curious. What was the logic on making the trade mons need to be level 35 before you can use a stone on them? It's probably the only thing I've actually taken an issue with this whole ROM hack. Significantly, anyway. Because it's definitely costing me a bit of time. They have to level a fucking Graveler up to level 35. I didn't even check how the stream looks. I'm just kind of... Yeah, looks alright. I'm hoping it's stopped staying at 30 frames a second tonight. That's been a terminal issue, unfortunately, lately. You can go. You can go. You're cool. Bliff. Bliff we need to keep. Bliff's on the list. Kato. We don't really need Kato. Subby. Oh, yeah. Seen a million Porygons this whole playthrough. I'm a little bit laid out of those. Speedy. Fuck a Speedy. Oh, right. That's a Speedy. We need to finish leveling him up. We don't need this. Okay, I think we're getting down to the dregs now. Couple of reasons. Coding experiment to see if 2 criteria can be added to base evolution engine. Okay, that's interesting. The alternative trait evolving while still giving it an advantage. Joel is screaming. Alright, I can get that. You'll have to go more into depth with the first one, because that actually sounds kind of cool. I would like to see like what you could do with that. But my beef is, as far as the level, I don't mind there being like a minimum level, but 35 seems excessive to me, especially when like, oh hell, okay. See, theoretically, and I know this didn't happen often, you could catch Nabber at level 10, level it to 16, it evolves to Kadabra, and then you immediately trade it to have a level 16 Alakazam, right? You could have a level 26 Machoke become a level 26 Machamp. Same with Haunter. Like, one of the advantages of the trade mons was theoretically they could be at a much higher stat level at a lower level, right? And this kind of feels antithetical to that. Used to be 40. Okay, that's way too fucking high. So my personal recommendation would just be like closer to the general level these guys would evolve at, like 25, 26, something like that, you know? Just because, like, instead of, like, being able to immediately chalk 4 more dudes off the Pokedex, I'm sitting here having to grind out levels on 4 more dudes instead. But that's the tiniest gripe I've got about this game. Tell me about the thing, though. I don't want to buy candies. I don't know. I mean, I could fucking there's just something about buying candies that feels like I've got a level of scummery. I'm selling Pokemon into slavery here. I'm selling them to the worst possible fucking people, but somehow rare candies, I don't know. Like that's activating like a fucking sleeper cell agent thing. Like it reminds me of like a fucking memory I've got of this kid. I don't remember who the fuck this kid was. This kid was sitting there at like school or at a friend's house, and he had done the old man glitch where he's got a million rare candies, right? And he's just sitting there mashing A to level up his Bulbasaur, right? No thought, no care, just jamming candies, and like that feels wrong to me, you know, as a trainer. Like, I don't know. It's a philosophical thing for me. If I'm gonna like train something, like I haven't used the fucking dude, the daycare dude, since the beginning of the game, because I've never really wanted to ever use him. You know, not only does it like affect the stat experience of the mod, like usually you're not training it, you know. And I realize I'm getting all up in arms over fucking hexadecimal bits, right? But I don't know. Something inherently prevents me from being able to just go buy a fuck ton of fucking candies and be done with it. Especially if, like, one of them's Anchor. I'm not gonna just, like, cop out on Anchor. Yes, I'm using BGB. What are we even at with money? 300,000. That's after I just dropped 280,000 on fucking Master Balls too. Alright, we do need the Lifeless Cap. Orion. I think we're just gonna keep Orion. He was a cool find. The fuck? Boot 2 instances of BGB, load up the ROM in each of them, then use the link emulation to link 2 instances together. Trade with you. You can fucking do that? Whoa! Can I still trade to evolve them? Or has that been completely removed as an idea? Oh, it's saucy. Okay. Yeah, I've never tried that. I'll probably do that off stream sometime because I don't want the fucking stream to grind to a halt again. Because it will. But yeah, that's a neat idea. Okay. I know there's a lot of emulate or ROMs hacks. Fuck. That have just included an NPC who would like do the thing for you, which is neat. But I don't really get how that works. Don't ask what I'm doing right now. I don't fucking know. We're moving dudes around. The thunder. So all in all, I'm hoping that Well, actually, we'll start doing the fights next week. If I can get through all these. I think another feature I remember at least one implementing was like a bank of some kind or like a money deposit system. No, you're not gonna get. Oh no! Shit. Thank God we just saved. That's dumb. A bank deposit. But I kind of, what would you think of an idea of the post game store selling nuggets at base value, and then you could just sell them at base value? So you wouldn't make any money, you wouldn't lose any money, but it would like be a preventative measure so that you wouldn't like I've run into a few guys I couldn't win against, and I've lost a few 100,000. You know, just because I was training guys instead of like having a good team. Right, where were we? I think we were just pulling guys out of this one. Yeah, we were. Now we move ducks. So that way you don't have to like program a whole new thing in there. You know, it's just an item that is normally high value that you can use as a like literally a fucking currency. You know, a chunk of gold having value. What a fucking marvelous idea I've had. There. All right. We have offloaded everything I think we need to offload. Yeah, exactly. The exact same thing we should be doing at all times, yes. Don't need that, really. Okay, those are our candies. I accidentally went and bought the XBL twice. And then I tried to see if it did two instances, and I don't think it did. Yeah, you know what? Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Later games do this. Increments of 10 on the D-pad. Is there any way to do like go up and down by tens? Or is that a thing that's beyond this game? Alright, so that's 21. And then would it be possible try left or right? Is it actually in? Yeah, nothing. At least on my D-pad. Was that in originally? Because I remember it somehow. In addition to that, would it be possible to, like, put that here as well? Like, on the U's and then get a little increment measure so that, like, I don't have to fucking do this goddamn nonsense over and over and over. Yeah, see, I think we're doing that thing where it was in a later gen and our minds are like superimposing it back. There's Kabootops. Speedy's a biggie. That's another one down. Who else is pretty fucking close? Oh, that's not, yeah. I don't want that sounds bad. But intriguing. Intriguing but bad. In bad intriguing. Speaking of shit that will never go anywhere, I had a fucking ROM hack idea today, right? And it just, like, it's been a thing. You have those, I'm sure you do. You have those fucking ROM hack ideas that have been stewing in your brain for like 20 fucking years. Mine is a thing of Super Mario 64 DS, where it's kind of turned into Shaolin Showdown. Where, and it's kind of like a weird art idea, you know? It will never happen, I can guarantee that. But I don't know, I drew some character concepts today on that. Can I tell you how fucked it is that, like, this fucking TV show I watched as a kid for free on, like, Kids WB, whatever the fuck it was, right? Just the fucking local access channels. I can't find this shit anywhere unless I pay Apple $2 fucking for the privilege of watching this show again. Like, isn't that bullshit? Yeah, I haven't been able to find a source. Like, that's one of those ones I just have not been able to find a source on. And odds are I probably could if I wanted to, like, watch it on my laptop, but, like, if I want to watch it on the TV, that's a whole other matter, too, you know? Like, these fucking garbage-ass smart TVs, they don't really have a web browser for you to go and find fucking kissanime.com anymore. At least I don't think they do. So I can watch fucking Jackie Chan adventures. Invasion? I don't actually remember that one. Alright, who's next? I think Ponky's pretty fucking close. I should give these to fucking Bliff, though, because I do not want to level this seal up at all. That does not sound like a fun time. There was some TV show. I don't remember what it was. It was like this dude found a mecha, so he strapped a fucking 68 Camaro to the top of it and had a giant fighting robot car. It was stupid as shit, but awesome. I don't remember what that was. Yeah, Mega's XLR. Yeah. I think there's still a gif of that floating around. It's just like a whole bunch of buttons that say missiles, and he hits the one with like all the missiles or more missiles or whatever. Now, this is an interesting dilemma. I think, yeah, we're going to get rid of... Because Rage is good now. We need to try that, actually. Yeah, God, what a fucking horrid place to be in. Alright, let's buy some more. Alright, here's an idea. Here's a fuck around idea. This is a good one, alright? Ready? Okay. Spooky hallway. After someone buys something off the post-game menu, right? 1 in 164 chance, right? That item, the next time they go back in, will not be there. They'll just be gone, right? And then when they reload their save next, it like resets. Just something like some stupid little fucking gag, you know? See if anyone actually encounters it. Okay, I know. You can't blame a man for dreaming, alright? Do you see all these levels? Orb is not learning a single fucking move. I don't even think he has sludge. Oh, yeah. There's sludge. Alright, now he's got it. One of the crazy things about Pokemon is it was built basically on legacy hardware and then functioned. Oh shit, how many generations? Game Boy, so that Game Boy is kind of in the NES era, right? Technically. Even though it came out in 96 and that was Super Nintendo, the Game Boy itself was 89. Then you could play it on the Super Game Boy, so that was SNES. Then the Game Boy Color. Then the N64 on Pokemon Stadium. Then you could play it on the Game Boy Advance, and then the GameCube, like the same fucking cartridge. Not even talking about Virtual Console, like the same cartridge that you bought in '98 or whenever. 1970, yeah. And then the GameCube Game Boy player was, I think, the last one. So that was from, what, technically we could say 89 to 2008? No. Early, like 2004. Still, that's a pretty good fucking era. The only thing I can think that actually tops that is the actual Sega Genesis. Because you could give it the fucking base power converter and play games from literally like 1983 on the fucking Master System cards all the way up until like, oh fuck, like 2001, 2002 when they stopped making 32X CD games. Okay, so these guys are done. Back in the box for them.